Hello everyone, dear friends. My name is Pavel and today we will make a small review of our new back office. You may have already noticed that in the old version of the back office there is a notification, after clicking which you can see our updated website design. What has changed? Let's start with the fact that the main functions remain in the same places, the buttons are located in the same place, and the logical arrangement of the back office hasn't changed much. This has been done to make sure that the old users do not have any barriers in order to make it easier to switch to the new website design. But at the same time, in some sections, especially the main page, the logical organization has been seriously changed. And now you can notice that on the main page of your back office, there is generally all the information that you need and for which you actually enter the back office. Let's take a closer look at what we now see in our new design. Now we can see our usual back office, and there is a notification offering to switch to a new design. After clicking the corresponding button, we are redirected to the updated back office. First of all, of course, it is the updated back office header. Now we see the Solar Group logo, currency exchange rates, a phone number that you can call to get advice on the project, and there is also an option of changing the back office language. On the left we see the menu. The buttons are located in the same places and direct you to the same sections the old version of the back office has. But there are some differences. First, there is a button to sign out of the back office account. Now it is located at the bottom of this menu. You can also see your first and last name, and you have the opportunity to upload an avatar for your back office account. I would like to know that the menu can be minimized and maximized in order to make it easier to perceive information in some sections of the back office. Now let's take a look at the main page of the back office, because it has undergone the biggest changes. We can see several informative sections that contain all the necessary information for the investor. Let's start with the first one, balance. The balance section provides details of our main account and partner account, and we also have the opportunity to easily replenish the main account by clicking the corresponding account replenishment button. The shares section. In this section we can see all the information about our investment shares, paid, documented and undocumented investment shares. We can also click the My Investments button and view all the information about our investment packages. The information section. Here we see all the required information about the user. Namely, we see the email, phone number, and the status of passing the verification procedure. Also, by clicking My Profile, we can view our data in more detail, fill it in, and undergo verification if it has not been passed yet. You can also go to your profile by clicking on your avatar or your first and last name in the back office menu. The For Partners section. Here you can see your partner status, the number of registrations in the first line and registrations in the structure. If you're interested in more detailed statistics, you can click on the corresponding statistics button. I also want to draw your attention to the fact that if you don't understand any of these sections, you can place the cursor on the question mark and the necessary information will appear with the description for each of these sections. If you want to hide any section, you can also click the corresponding button. Below the For Partners section, we can see the Gift button, which allows you to make a gift of 100 investment shares to any of your friends or acquaintances, thus inviting them to our project. Now let's go to the newsfeed. You can see the latest news on the main page and scroll down to see the 5 latest project news. Right there on the left, you can see the webinar section, where you can view the schedule of the upcoming webinars. There is also a section titled Our Social Media, where you have an opportunity to go to a particular social media to view the project news from there. And the section Our Chats. The chat rooms are used by the investors and partners to communicate with each other. Therefore, if you want to ask any questions or communicate on any project-related questions, you can do it by joining our chats. When you go to other back office sections, such as news, investments, banking, and others, You may notice that the logical organization remains the same. The buttons are in the same places and the functionality is exactly the same, only the design has changed. Therefore, if you use the old version of the back office, it will not be difficult to understand how the new version works. Let's now proceed with the new functionality that was added together with a new design. Of course, this is a long-awaited double payment and the option of early repayment of your installments. How does it work? Previously, when you started paying in installments, you could only pay for 1 month at a time and then had to continue paying according to the payment schedule. By purchasing a new investment package in installments, you have the opportunity to pay for the first 2 months at once, receiving the company's investment shares as a gift. The functionality of early payment of your installment allows you to receive bonus investment shares for each month that you pay in advance. So, use the above functionality. And remember that early payment of your installments is beneficial not only to you, but also allows the company to get the required funding faster. Concluding our review, I would like to add the following. The back office has become much more convenient and much more functional. Some people write that the old design was more convenient and familiar, but no friends, it's not more convenient, it's merely more familiar. People are usually reluctant to accept even positive changes, but I can assure you that sometime after you start using the new design, you will never return to the old one. I would like to add that this is only the first version of our back office, and in the future we're expecting another update, new functionality, and modernization of what we can see now. You can also contribute to this. Provide your feedback and recommendations to the technical support. We will consider everything and make our back office perfect. That's about it for now, and we're moving on.